Ooh, you're live. YouTube, what's good with you? Get y'all some clarity on this screen right here. Y'all got clarity? Yeah, there you go. Y'all got clarity? What's good? Let me see. Can I give y'all some clarity? Boom. Y'all got clarity? You got clarity. What's good with you? Hey, what's good in the neighborhood? What's good? What's good? Oh, can't talk. I be forgetting about it. Hey, y'all leave me alone up and through here right now. Man, y'all know what it took for me to get here right now. Ooh, if only you knew what it took for me to get here right now. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Come on in. Come on into the assignment, you know. If y'all knew what it took for me to get here right now, y'all know I'm already operating with one hip, right? Anybody that know me know I'm already broke all up, right? I'm broke up, man. Listen. Hey, look, man, in 1993, I had a motorcycle accident, right? And in my book, I talk about it because I said, I got a chapter in my book, Had I Caught the Light, right? And at the same time, I talk about this in my book, Had I Caught that light. So if I caught that light, when it turned on the yellow on 57th Avenue and 7th Street, Red Road in Miami, had I just took the light and went on, I wouldn't have been in that same position where Ileana Gonzalez pulled out in front of me, you know, and laid me out. And so I talk about sometimes we have to look at the lights of life. And so I didn't do it, and I stopped, and I was the first person in the turning lane onto 57th Avenue when all the rotation went through. And I was the first person. And so I talked about that yesterday. What? Oh, y'all can't hear me. Wait a minute, I ain't even put the thing on. I don't see this stuff moving. Hold on, y'all. Okay, that's better. Now y'all can hear me? Hold on 1 second. Hello, how are ya? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me now? Y'all can hear me now? Come on, can you hear me? Like, oh man, I was just talking and talking. I ain't see no green lights jumping. I'm like, wait a minute, can they hear me? But anyway, at the same time, yeah, I had a place in my book called Had I Caught the Light. I gotta finish. Listen, man, maybe let me talk my book out. Maybe I gotta talk it out. You know? I don't know. I know I don't want to insult the intelligence of the universe and say, oh, it's not enough hours in the day. Don't do that. There's enough hours in the day. You got the same 24 hours that everybody else had when they wrote their book. So don't come in here talking about, oh, you only got 24 hours to write this book. Because there's a lot of people, the publishers and published authors that already had a book and they did it within the 24-hour span that they did it in. So don't come telling me that you can't do this. So I ain't gonna use no excuse like that. All I gotta do is put some things and some priorities in order, and then we just go ahead and get it done. That's basically it. But I'm here this morning, and I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning for no other reason than to kind of like just drop in, because I promise y'all, I'm struggling. Like, I could struggle one time with my natural hip, got a rod in it, right? My right hip has a rod in it. And so I walk with a little limp, right? But I got a chapter in my book called Leading with the Limp. I can lead this whole entire world with a limp. because we all have them. It ain't no whole person in the earth. Did you hear me? I said, it ain't no whole person in the earth. It ain't no whole person. Name one whole person in this earth right now. Ain't nobody whole. We all have limps. And y'all could just see my limp because of this motorcycle accident I had back in 1993. I shared with a couple of brothers yesterday. I'm like, but if I had not had the encounter, ooh, like that dude had an encounter on the road to Damascus, right? So had I had not had the encounter, would I even still be here today? That's the question. I'm here this morning to tell somebody sometimes there's an encounter that you got to have in this thing called life. And that encounter sometimes will alter your trajectory, cause your life to be extended past the point by which it would not have been had you not had the encounter. And so I'm here this morning just to talk my talk. Y'all know I'm already late. Can't even miss another day. You know, you can't miss 2 days. We went what a day I have to make up Saturday. I ain't gonna do it on a Saturday. I'm not doing it on a Saturday. So I sat on the side of the bed this morning with my hip chip. Hey, look, now I got 2 chipped hips. Like I'm like, oh man, what? Why is the attack on my hips? Why is the attack on my hips coming like this? Y'all know I can't even put my drawers on. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm sitting on the bed with a struggle trying to put my drawers on, you know. I can say that here and now based on the fact that I don't have no script, even though I try to still be here and be conscious and be aware and be, you know what I'm saying, cordial and be nice and be, you know, whatever I got to be while I'm here on this assignment that he called me to Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I still have to hold a certain level, but my draws, I can talk about draws. As hurt as I am right now, boy, let me tell you something, I struggle just to put my shorts on this morning. So I was on the edge of the bed, leaning all back, trying to put, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know one of my hips don't bend, and so it got a rod in that one, and now I hit the other one against the, you know, against the tub. So I got a little contusion on the left one. So now I'm struggling like here. I ain't got not one side to lean on real strong. So now I'm leaning on crutches. It's all good in the neighborhood, though. Come on through. I bet you one thing I don't have a crutches and a crutch on my mind. See, y'all got crutches on y'all mind, on y'all thoughts, got crutches. Every time I sit back, y'all can see mine. See, listen, y'all can see my infirmity. I can't see y'all because y'all have these perfect bodies. Yeah. Y'all got these old perfect little bodies and y'all just walk around and y'all be normal on the other thing. See, but you got a crutch somewhere. All I got to do is talk to you long enough, ma'am. Did you hear me? I say, sir, all I got to do is talk to you long enough and you open your mouth. I can see a crutch on your words. I can see a crutch on your intellect. Ooh-wee. I can see a crutch on your internal man. I can see a crutch in your spirit. I can see a crutch and I can see a disability on your conscientiousness. So we all have them. Mine is just physical. And so it's all good in the neighborhood. Come on in and come on through. Yeah. Because at the same time, listen, I'm struggling. I'm struggling this morning. I'm walking real slow. I'm walking real slow. And at the same time, I don't care nothing about that. Because as long as I'm on my assignment, and long as his hand is upon my life, and I wrote something down. Maybe I'll speak on that this morning. Hold on this morning. Hold on. Let me see, can I find, because y'all know I sat down in here this morning. I ain't have really nothing to say, right? I sat down here this morning really with nothing to say, right? All I know is I had to get on this morning because when would I ever have an opportunity to make up 2 consecutive days? I already missed Tuesday. And so, oh, here it is right here. Oh, thank you. And so, yeah, and so at the same time, right, what I want to know, even in the midst of my struggle, even in the midst of my pain, but you know pain is your prerequisite for power. Did you hear me? I say pain is a prerequisite for power. You can't have one without the other. You hear me? And so at the same time, y'all could come on in with your pain and all your past pains and past experiences. You could bring them here to the table and release them here on the table of your own thoughts and say, listen, I refuse to allow the pains of my past to become a crutch for my future. So at the same time, I wrote this little slogan a few weeks ago. What better time is befitting right now for me to say this slogan to you in your mind? Drop this slogan into your eardrum and let it beat all the way down to the tympanic membrane of your eardrum. Google it for yourself and see, do you have a tympanic membrane? The reason why you can hear me at this moment. Google it for yourself. But I'm here this morning asking why, and like I'm really trying to say why, but I really don't want to ask why because I really want to just say, I'm trying to wrap my mind around why you, as the creator of all things, have wrapped your hands around me. That's my slogan. That's my question. I'm just trying to figure out why. What is it about me, sir? What is it about this person that you've called to this mic at this moment and asked him to say, open the laptop and speak into the mic? What is it about me that you said, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around why you wrap your hands around me? I'm trying to wrap my mind around why you wrapped your hands around me. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning. Y'all know I'm late, but it's sometimes better late than never. And I'm here because I still felt the pull on my heart to speak, even since I'm about an hour late. Hey, look, I struggled this morning. I'm struggling. And the struggle is real. Did you hear me? I say the struggle is real. The struggle real. But I'm still here. And I'm still on my assignment. And I'm still conscious. And I'm still aware. And I'm still present. I'm still present. So I'm here. I put this healing music on right here. This music right here says it's a way to provide healing. This music right here. And so y'all know I chose that this morning based on my left hip. But at the same time, I'm still here. I'm still on assignment. I'm still relevant. I'm still capable. I'm still agile, just with limitations. I still have the ability and the agility to get it done. In spite of what I'm going through, I'm here on assignment. And I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, your health-conscious coach, and your intellectual content creator. I'm also here as your podcast professor. In all 4 of those realms, ma'am, I have the ability to stand 100% all up and through there. You hear? Yeah. Uh-huh. I ain't facading out here in these streets. Y'all seen that session yesterday, right? Y'all seen that session yesterday, didn't you? You heard that session yesterday. Did you go back and let your authentic self speak louder than their facade? Make sure when you speak on the mic of your own life, that when you speak with clarity and understanding and comprehensions, and that your authentic self is displayed in the earth. Did you hear me? I know for some people it's extremely hard. I know. And they ain't secure with themselves, and it's okay. That's the handicap part for them. I keep telling you, all of us exude some type of handicap. Mine is just physical. So it runs some females away, I know. It runs some dudes away too. They be gone. They like, man, you move too slow, Chris. You move too slow out here in these streets. I want to run out and get this. I'm like, go ahead on, soldier. You go ahead on, have at it. You know, I move at the pace by which my body would allow me to move at this moment. Yeah, and at the same time, I still decided to come on in. I still decided to say something into the mind of the people. In spite of my pain, because right now it's plain. I took the POW out of power and the AIN out of pain and called it plain, because they're synonymous and you can't have one without the other. Did you hear me? I said, you can't have one without the other. I know you want to have one and just one alone. But you can't have one without the other, man. You can't do it. And so I'm here this morning. I sat down some lemonade, but I gulped it down before I even got to the table. And I was just thirsty. So now I got to sip to last me the rest of the way. But I'm here this morning. Y'all tired of my foolishness already? Hey, y'all tired of my foolishness? Hey, y'all tired of my foolishness already, man? Look, man. It is what it is. You heard what I said? You gotta let your tongue roll on that. Yeah, what it is. You gotta let your tongue roll on that. Yeah, what it is. It's all good, son. Man, it's gonna be all right. I promise you it's gonna be all right. Did you hear me? I said it's gonna be all right. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. I promise you it's gonna be all right. Yep, it's gonna be okay. Can I chew a piece of gum in front of y'all face right now? Y'all know this is my favorite gum. Anybody know me? Know I got packs and packs of these right here all around. I got them everywhere. I bought a whole 3-pack from Walmart. Give me about 2-3 packs and put them all around everywhere. You know, I just got them everywhere, all in the car, in my cars, in my truck. You know, I just got them all everywhere, you know, so everywhere I want to go. But I ain't never sat on my live and chewed no gum, so I don't want to be disrespectful. But anyway, this morning, I just really want to know. And I don't really have to know the answer to this question. All I need to know is just that his hand is upon my life. Or her hand is upon my life. Or its hand is upon my life. That's all I really need to know. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around why you wrapped your hands around me. And maybe I need to say the hands. I don't know why I use the word hands, but maybe his arms, maybe her arms, maybe its arms, the universe. I'm talking about the creator of all things. Maybe the creator of all things' arms is wrapped around me. It's a beautiful wrap. It's a beautiful, good wrap. And so I'm here this morning after 56 years of life. But that motorcycle accident could have took me out. I was just riding down the street the earlier part of this year, right? We know I need to be talking about 6 months, because this is the 6th month. This is the first week within the 6 months, and this is the time that we got to do some reflections and some recollections in the earth, right? To see how far we've came in these last 6 months. But But right now, my spirit ain't leading me to do that. But you know what I'm saying? And manifestations came to my heart too the other day. Now I got to get back to my manifestations so we can manifest the rest of this year out. And so we can manifest. So even if you're not on track for this year something. But right now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you getting this bread, if you getting this bread, oh man, I messed up. Oh man, I messed up. How do I get back? How do I get back? Oh man, I done messed up. I messed up, y'all. I messed up, y'all. I done messed up. I messed up. Why I can't finish it? Why I gotta say finish? Can y'all see me? I done messed up. Y'all can see me? Can you see me? Man, I messed up, y'all. I don't know. Hey, YouTube, y'all back? I mean, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook. I don't think they can see me. I'm live. I'm live. I'm back live. Maybe I'm back live. I don't know. Man, y'all know I'm unscripted in here, but come on now. We got to do better than that. I hit the. It's all good. Did you hear me? It's all good and it's good. I look. I'm still good. I messed up on that one. Yeah. I hit the button. I hit the button. I go away. Anyway. So I don't know. Where was I before I was rudely interrupted? I'm gonna start telling folks, don't call me some, but people don't know. They don't know, y'all. Everybody that dialed my number don't know. So at the same time, it's all good. Throw me off a little bit. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around why you wrap your hand around me. Did you hear me? I say, I'm still here on this earth, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around why you, as the creator of all things, have wrapped your arms around me. He's wrapped his arms around me. And at the same time, I'm satisfied. At the same time, I'm grateful. Because I was riding down the street the earlier part of this year, right? And I didn't see the accident itself, but I saw the tarp, that yellow tarp that they had over whoever that was on that motorcycle. That's too loud. at the same time, right? I saw that. And I seen that tarp, that yellow tarp they had laid over the body. And the motorcycle was bent all up over there on the other side, and the car was right there. And so that showed me that that dude or that young lady or whoever was on that motorcycle didn't make it, because they had that yellow tarp laid over that body. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, whoo, that could have been me. A fatality on the road. And so for me to be standing here right now, as like sitting here right now, you know, with a reasonable portion of strength, health, life, I'm satisfied. I walk with a limp, but I'll lead this whole entire world with a limp. All we got to do is look around at some of the politicians. They lead this world with limps. They the CEO. They got a limp. Psychological limps. You know? And so it's all good out here in this neighborhood right here. We all have limps. We all walk with crutches. We all need assistance. We all need it. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning. Did you hear me? I said, I'm still here, you know, operating, manifesting, establishing, creating, becoming, believing. I gotta keep going. Achieving. Come on now, y'all want me to keep going? I need to keep going. Do I need to keep going in order for y'all to do it? I need to keep going. I wasn't ready, elder. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready this morning, my brother. But y'all know y'all will catch me on another time. Y'all know y'all will catch me on another time, right? And so at the same time, y'all know it'll be better. As time progresses, things will get better, right? It has the propensity to get worse too, because we have to keep both of those hourglass concepts available. But I'm here this morning to tell everybody on the sound of my voice, stay alkalinic in your conscientious thoughts. Did you hear me? I say stay on the alkaline side of conscious thoughts, which is the top side of the hourglass. The light got to be at the top, darkness got to be at the bottom. There's only two things in the earth that you have to concern yourself: light or darkness, positivity or negativity. I got connected and disconnected at the bottom. I have awareness at the top, and being unaware in this earth at this moment, you're walking, you got to be in darkness if you're walking in unawareness to what's everything else that's going on in the earth. And so at the same time, I have attention at the top, and I got unattentive at the bottom. There's only two things in the earth that you can go on. It's only two. You're either going to be alkalinic or you're going to be acidic. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, stay alkalinic in your thoughts, in your conscientiousness, in your behavior, in your attitude. Stay alkalinic in your attitude. Every little thing shouldn't make you so mad and angry, sir. Every little thing that shouldn't make you so agitated. Why you get so agitated so quick? That's mean you're at the bottom side of the hourglass and you're operating from the negative and the darkness and the unaware and the unalertness and the unaligned aspect of life. That's the darkness in you. Everything somebody say or anything somebody do, you all got your panties in a bunch. Yeah, get up out there. Get up out your feelings, sir. Get up out your feelings, man. Like, why you always operating from your feelings all the way to get up out your feelings. We gotta walk around on eggshells because you around, and every time you come around, everybody gotta shift their dynamic because your presence is so weak and insignificant. You feel so inferior till we gotta dummy down our conversations when we're around you to make you feel comfortable enough to be all right. We ain't doing that no more. Did you hear me? We ain't doing that no more. No. We ain't doing that no more. Step your game up, sir. Hey, ma'am, step your game up. Hey, bro, sis, step your game up. Like, don't wear your feelings on your sleeves, where everybody can reach out and touch your feelings so easily. You know? And so at the same time, it's all good in the neighborhood. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all come on in. I was just asking a question, and it wasn't really a question that I really want an answer to. It's a rhetorical question. It's a rhetorical thought, right? It's rhetorical, which means that it don't require an answer back. I'm just here this morning to see, like, I was really trying to just wrap my mind around why the creator of all things wrapped his arms around me thus far. And I'm grateful. I don't want you to release your arms or your hands off of my life. I want you to gravitate closer and tighter to me as I move through this thing called life with the calling by which you've called me to. I didn't ask you to sit and I didn't ask you to do this. You told me to do this, sir, ma'am. You said, open the laptop on October 15th, 2022. You said that to me. I'm just being obedient to the assignment upon my life. You said, open the laptop, and I did it, sir. I'm here to this day because of the assignment that you said to me. And so, thank you for covering me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for keeping me. Thank you for holding me. Thank you for galvanizing. Thank you for preventing anything that will not come and make me better. Thank you for preventing it from coming my way. All I need right now is you to provide through my obedience. That's all I need. Keep providing for me because of my obedience. And so I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here to provoke thought. That's all I want to do is provoke thought in the atmosphere. Cause your mind to shift. Do the paradigm shift necessary in order to get you out of acidic into alkaline. Did you hear me? To get you out of acidity to alkalinic state of mind. That's the only reason why I'm here this morning. And so if I got to do it, I can't smell my Paulo. Y'all know when I smell this Paulo, I don't know. It's Hollywood. Y'all know if I found out it said Hollywood, I was like, yeah, I need to burn that. Y'all know I've always been somewhat of like an incense man. Like I like incense and stuff like that there, or candles. Everybody know I buy candles. So I buy candles. I'm a candle man, so I like fragrances. So that's why my house smells good, because it's a nice aroma in here, because I burn little incense and fragrances like frankincense and myrrh. That's a little bit too strong for me. It'll give me a headache. But at the same time, what I found out with this Palo Santo, P-A-L-O S-A-N-T-O. Google it. Just go to your phone right now. P-A-L-O, Palo Santo, S-A-N-T-O, right? This Palo Santo is holy wood, is what our ancestors burnt back in the days to bring a fragrance in the atmosphere. It's a piece of wood. It's a wood. It's off a tree, so it's all natural. It's a tree. You know, that's where they get wood from, trees, sir. So it ain't nothing spooky. It's a tree. And at the same time, the name of the tree is Palo Santo. Google it for yourself. And this Palo Santo sets a smooth fragrance in the atmosphere. And I guess our ancestors, the Egyptians, I forgot exactly who it was, but they'll light a Palo Santo and then burn this as a refresher into the atmosphere, into the nostrils of their creator, right? That was the whole purpose of it. And so now I found a liking to it. So why y'all gonna badger me about my incense? Come on, man, leave me alone. Let me burn my incense. I ain't doing nothing wrong. You feel me? So I'm gonna burn my incense. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go into my olfactory nerves. Maybe that's what y'all need, to get y'all olfactory nerves that's connected to your pineal gland, that's going to eventually bring on a savoring flavor, you know what I'm saying, in your body, in your mind, in your thoughts. Maybe it's savory, you know, like a good meal, you know, with all the, you know, like a savory, like something like, when I seen that word, I thought about gravy. That's what I thought about when I said savory. You know what I'm saying? I thought about some good gravy, that like a nice you know, like chicken, like, you know, what we used to call what's the name of it? I forgot the name, but not Perlo. Y'all remember Perlo? My grandma used to cook Perlo rice. Y'all don't remember these? See, y'all don't remember that. Y'all don't remember that. Y'all don't remember, you know, Perlo. My grandma said, I'm cooking Perlo tonight. That rice got a little seasoning in it. It was so good. Perlo. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm talking about smothered chicken. That's the word. Smothered. With the gravy, the light gravy, the homemade gravy, with the onions cut up in there. Onions be all soft and, you know, oh, man, that gravy, that good gravy. Yeah. About to make me hungry on the live. But nobody don't really know how to cook smothered chicken no more. Y'all don't really know too many people that cook smothered chicken. But anyway, I'm here this morning. I ain't going nowhere to say 37 minutes I've been on already. Okay. Y'all know I ain't really got too much to say. I came on this morning with a hurt hip. My hip chip on one side, got a rod in it. And I hit my hip against the thing, and now I got, you know what I'm saying? So now I got two hurt hips. So I'm walking real slow. I'm walking real slow right now. It's all good though. I ain't sweating. One thing about folk, they gonna love you regardless. But if they love you, they gonna love you. If they love you, they gonna still be there through your little painful experiences. If they don't, if you going, hey, hold up, check this out. If you're going through a valley low experience at the moment, right? Just check this out for a second. If you find yourself going through a valley low experience, right? And at the same time, people look at you all down they nose at you based on the fact that you're going through. When you come back up, remember that. When you come back and get yourself and get your footing back straight, remember how they treated you when they thought you was down and under. I remember those. I remember when people treat me bad when I'm down. Because once I come back up, because we know that this whole life is a circle, right? And I call these life a circles of life, right? And so they're all vibrating circles that we have to deal with in life, is vibrating circles. And this is what he showed me a long time ago when I first sat down here to speak into the mind of the people. He said, tell my children that the lives life circles of life, right? They're circle. It wasn't a straight line like this. The lines was jaggedy in a circle. They was jaggedy because they were moving and they're vibrating. And so we have all these circles of life. We have our financial circles that be jumping out and become an outlier, and then you got to bring it back down to the center. And then we have our own physical circles, you know, the physical part of our body. We got spiritual circles. We have mind circles through thoughts and memory. We have all these different circles, and they're all vibrating like this, right? They're all moving, and then you, as a person, have to sit here and bring all these vibrating circles, right? They're vibrating, and they got to come. We got to bring all these vibrating circles around in the same look, and then try to keep them all, and they jump out at you. You know what I'm saying? Death in the family. Ooh, that circle jumped out. Now you got to. Now years later, you come back down and bring that circle back, and now you're trying to heal your body, and they still moving, and then you get your financial circles will jump out. Now you broke. You did one bad investment and cleared your whole account out, thinking that this vibrating circle of finances was going to catapult you and propel you into that $50,000 a month mark that you had set your desires and your attentions upon. And so you spent all the money that you had thinking that circle was going to come back, and then now all of a sudden it's jumped out. It's an outlier now. Now you broke based on a decision that you made. And I was sitting there yesterday, and I was going through my feed, and I ran across this young lady that said that I don't even know her name. I think she lives here in Atlanta. A red young lady with some like blonde hair. And she said that her dude that she had broke up with for a couple of years, she brought him to Atlanta from wherever he was from, and brought him to Atlanta, and they started a life together. And in a 3-week period of time, she was doing so good financially, he kind of maneuvered her to buy a panoramic Porsche. And so she went on the lot and saw the dream car that both him and her desired. And they bought this car. And she said she was apprehensive, but she was so happy about the car that she went head on and bought it on the spot, cash. I was like, wait a minute. So you know, when I start hearing stories, I'm sitting here like this. I'm sitting on my phone like this here. I'm looking at this whole little lie yesterday. I'm like, wait, what? And she said she bought this car. And when she paid for the cash, they got the titles, and she put the title in the young man's name. I say, boom, first, third, fifth, sixth mistake. But she put the title in the young man's name. The night that they rolled off the car lot with the car, he made an excuse to go and have to pay and go and see his children for the 4th of July weekend in the town by which he had flew out of and came to see her. He drove back with the car. And when he drove back with the car, she said she felt funny, but she just let it happen the way it did. And she went and he went back to the town, drove the car back to the town. She said she got on her social media a few days later because he wasn't answering the phone. She got on her social media and found out that the dude that she had just purchased the car with, well, she bought it, but his name was on the title. Was up there in the spot with another woman riding her car that she had just purchased. So she got on the phone, she got on her social media and said, wait a minute, that's my car. I just bought that. And she was walking around telling everybody how she had just bought it. And he done went up there in the town where he's from and made it look like he had bought it for the young lady that was in the town that he had just left. I'm like, what? And she was on her live telling this story. And it touched my heart because I know that we can all make bad decisions. We've all made bad financial decisions. We've all done that. And I sat there and I watched this lady's story. And she was so appreciative after it was all over said and done. She flew out to the place by which, you know what I'm saying, she said she came to get her car. And so a little scuffle happened. and the police were called. And so she was like, here's all my documents. I just bought this car. And at the same time, I did put his name on it, but she putting his name on the title of the car. The police always said, ma'am, this is a civil matter. We can't do anything about it. But you are on this man's property and you got to get off this man's property. And she said it crushed her. And she flew back to Atlanta and came back, and she said she was devastated. All her money was gone. All the money that she paid for the car, she was back broke. And she said that she went into this deep depression that she almost wanted to take her life. And I sat there, listen, y'all know when I hear these stories, y'all know I have, y'all know I'm a health conscious coach and an intellectual content creator and a podcast professor. I would have never thought that when I was hearing this story last night, that I'd even be here talking about it today. But for whatever reason, I'm here. And I said that to say this is that these circle of rings, these circles of life that be vibrating, and you make one bad decision and it cause your circle, that your financial circle, to jump out of whack and be way out here somewhere. And you got to pat that bad boy all the way back down, or you go through a death of your child like I did. That circle popped way out on for me because a part of me left this earth when my son passed away. I ain't even the same person no more because he was connected to me. That was my seed. How could I ever be the same individual? And he's no longer here. So, anyway, she came on back. Her circles was jumped out. And she said, y'all see this Rolls Royce I'm driving in right now? Y'all see it? She said, I paid cash for this one, for myself. She said, I paid $750,000 cash for a home that I just purchased. And she was so grateful that she didn't take her life that day. And she said she worked so hard to get back on her feet based on the fact that she made one bad decision that caused this lifetime of challenge. But she was showing all of the blessings that she had so far after she bounced back from the decision that she had made with this dude. And she said, y'all, now the young lady who was all in her face and doing all that, she's calling her now saying how much he's cheated on her and how much she has, went through with him since that time that he brought the car up there. She said, it's been so much that has happened. And I was like, see, the universe do not like ugly. You can't do people any kind of way and expect to be blessed. You can't do that. And so I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm here this morning to say, I kind of like wonder why that the creator of all things has grabbed and put his arms around me as I matriculate through this thing called life at 56 years. For me, that's a big number because I never would have expected to be here at this moment. That's just the truth of the matter. I never thought about this age. Just like right now, I'm not thinking about 80. That number just popped in my head. Maybe I'll be 80 years old before I finally check out. You feel me? And so at the same time, we all know that we have expiration dates. And we all know that dash between that day, that birthday, that month, that day, that year. There's an expiration date of month, day, and year. But don't forget the dash. That's what I'm here to tell somebody under the sound of my voice. Do not forget the dash. Don't forget that dash. Because I'm telling you right now that that dash is significant in the earth. That dash is symbolic of everything that you did between those two dates, ma'am. Hey, sir, everything that you did between those two dates, day, month, year, day, month, year, that dash is symbolic of everything that you did between those two dates. Make sure it's significant. Make sure you hold value in the earth. Make sure that when you speak your truth. You speak from self, authentic self. So people will hear you past what you saying out your mouth. Did you hear me? I said, when you stand in your authentic self, sir, people will hear you past the things that you say out of your mouth. They'll feel you. And so I'm here. I came. I conquered. I'm triumphant. I'm victorious. Y'all got to say these words for yourself. Did you hear me? You got to say, this is all the words that I'm saying is on the top side of the hourglass. Being triumphant, being a winner, because the bottom side got to be a loser. The top side is the winner. I am a winner. Say that for yourself. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. In the end, we win, y'all. Did you hear me? I say, in the end, we win. We are winners. We are victors. We're not victims. We're victors. Yeah. You have to believe this for yourself. We are believers. We are creators. We are innovators. We listen, man. You got to know. You got to know this for yourself. You have to know all these things for yourself. Nobody can't know these for you. Did you hear me? I say nobody can't know these things for you. These things you have to know for yourself. Yeah, you got to know all these things for yourself. And if you don't know them for yourself, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. If you don't know the things that you come to this earth with, and you don't know all your innate abilities that I'm talking about out your mother's womb, that's real easily accessible for you to do. I didn't know that I had speaker qualities until I started speaking. I didn't know this. I didn't know. But now I do. That this right here becomes easier and easier the more I do it. So maybe this is my innate ability to be able to speak into the mind of the people. Maybe this is what I've been created for. You hear me? I say, maybe this is why I'm created. And it took me 56 years to get here to my assignment. And I had to go through all that other stuff. All the ups and the downs. All the trials and the tribulations led me here to this day. Don't negate the process. Did you hear me? I say, don't rob yourself of the process by which you got to go through in order to get to the destination by which he has called you to. How are you going to deny the process? Ooh-wee. The process is what builds character. Character. as my Jamaican buddy would say, Crispy, make sure your character is on point. Your character means the difference. Your character. He used to tell me that all the time. I was in the valley low when I met this Jamaican brother with dreads all the way down to his to the back of his knee. He always talked about your character, your character. And it stuck with me. I was in prison. He knew that Bible inside and out. We sat and we used to study together. He was just full of the word. Boy, I wish I could see him to this day. I wish I could see some of these brothers to this day that I had to go through all these things. My feet has walked through state and federal. Both of them I done been in. That's my story. Am I proud of it? No. But is that the progress and the process by which the universe took me through? Yes. Am I here to this day because of it? Yes. And so I ain't embarrassed no more. He said, tell your story so I can get the glory. How y'all gonna know unless I say it and put myself all on Front Street where I sometimes don't even want to be? I don't want to be out here on Front Street, y'all. I do not. But if he said do it, if he said do it so he can get glory, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it. That's it. I don't have no other choices. Did you hear me? I said, I don't have no other choices in the matter. I don't. So I'll sit here in pain. But maybe my pain for sitting here has purpose. So I'm here. I'm on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought provoker. I'm your health conscious. I'm your intellectual content. And I'm your podcast. In that order? No, not necessarily. I can step into all four of those realms. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't even come here for all this. I didn't even come to sit down and say all this, y'all. Something bubbled up outside of me, outside of my natural perspective. When I sit and I stand before the mind of the people, I might be sitting, but I'm standing in the spirit. I might be sitting in the natural, but I'm standing in the spirit realm. Ooh-wee. Whenever you get an opportunity to see, hear, understand, comprehend my assignment, you'll know this is outside of me. I don't even know who this dude is at times. That's why sometimes I don't even go back and even listen to the lives. I don't. Because once I release it, I leave it. Did you hear me? Sometimes you got to release and leave it right there. So I don't go back and listen all the time. I'll release it and I'll leave it right where it is and move on with my daily activities in a different direction from where I am when I stand here. And so I don't know how I don't know how that be happening like that. I'm a regular old brother out here trying to give God glory. I ain't trying. I said when you try to do something, that means you already left room for failure. When you try to do it. On this time and this season of our lives, we got to act like Nike. Did you hear me? I say on this side of the 50-yard line where we are at this moment, I'm here to tell somebody you better act like Nike. You better just do it. If not now, when? When will you ever get it done if you don't do it now? Is my question to you. If you don't get it done now, ma'am, when would you ever do it? When would it ever get done if you don't do it now? Now is the time. Now is the acceptable season for you to stand all the way up as to who you are in the earth and do your individualized fingerprint assignment from an organic perspective. You're the only one that can do it. And if he's called you to do it, I promise you, you better do it. It's better to do it and fail at it than to not do it and have to see him on Judgment Day. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'll never give you anything under intellectual content. And I'm your podcast professor. You see this lab jacket on. I got several master degrees. And so I'm here this morning to really understand and to comprehend what is it. And I'm just trying to wrap my mind around why you wrap your hands and your arms around me. I want to understand it. I don't have to understand it, but I want to understand it. It's a rhetorical question, but I really want to know. I'm trying to wrap my mind around why you wrap your arms around me. And I wrote this statement about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And this morning is when it dropped in my spirit for me to speak it into the mind of the people. You have to question this for yourself. What is it about you? Everybody didn't make it to your age, ma'am. Everybody didn't make it to your assignment. Everybody don't make it to their, they sometime will be gone before they even get there. And at 56 years of life, I'm still here. I just question, what is it about me that has caused you to wrap your arms around me as I wrap my mind around why you did it to me? And it's a beautiful space to be. It's a rhetorical question. I don't really want an answer to it. I'm just making a statement right now that everybody else got to ask the creator of all things for themselves. You feel me? I am a thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought and cause the mindset shifting that has to happen in order for you to come from the acidic side of conscientiousness to the alkaline side of conscientious thoughts. From the bottom side of the hourglass, where darkness is, to the light side of the hourglass at the top side, where positivity is. And so I'm here. I'm on assignment. I gotta go. I ain't sit down here this morning to say all this. I really didn't. I actually came here this morning in pain. I feel better. As y'all already know, I walk with a natural limp. But I lead with a limp. Did you hear me? I say I'll lead with a limp. I will. Yeah. So the creator of all things, have your way. Did you hear me? I know you heard me the first time. I'm just asking you a rhetorical question. I say creator of all things. I say infinite wisdom, infinite understanding, infinite comprehensions in the earth that stood out into nothing and said, let there be. And everything on that periodical table chart that's there to this day, he say, tell them that's my stuff. Chromium, selenium, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, all those things that heard his voice and understood their assignment is still powerful to this day. They still are in their original elements from when they first heard his voice and they all came together. O2. Mm-hmm. And so I'm here. I'm Kendrick B. Davis, Senior, your thought-provoking specialist. I'm gone, y'all. I'm 6 minutes over the hour. I'm a little bit longer than what I should have been, but I had to come on this morning because y'all know I missed Tuesday because my hip was so chipped. Hey, look, man, I walk around here with a chipped hip already on my right side. And when I hit that thing and hit my left hip and got a little small contusion on my hip, now I'm walking with like a real handicap out here in these streets, but I'm still here. I'm still on assignment. I'm still relevant. I'm still grateful. I'm still appreciative. I still walk with gratitude. I still walk with acceptance. I still walk with an anointing. I still walk in peace. I still have joy. I still have love. I still got to keep going. Anyway, I'm gone. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. This time tomorrow, I'll be in the 9 o'clock hour. I ain't going to be late like this here. I promise you I won't. But anyway, he gave me the assignment to keep on, to sit out here this morning anyway, in spite of my lateness and my tardiness. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Senior, your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. Y'all be blessed.